Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, I got some really good news for NBA fans, people who are uh, supporters of Bol Bol. He's finally free, man. Finally free. They have traded him to the Detroit Pistons for Rodney McGruder and a second round pick. And I'm not sure what type of second round pick that is. It could be swapped, it could be not. It didn't say, I didn't check. But the most important thing there is for Bol Bol to get out from under that Denver roster and get an opportunity to actually get some playing time in this league so he can show what it is that he's capable of doing, for which I expect is very, very much. Um, there's a lot of players in this league who are in these situations who I'm hopeful will be able to get the same opportunity that it appears Bol Bol may be getting in Detroit. They're just stuck in these situations where if they had more opportunities, they would be able to really spread their wings and develop properly. Detroit is a team that, as I've been telling everybody, they have a massive lineup. And the thing about their lineup is a lot of these players have been in and out of the lineup all year long. They haven't played together pretty much at all. Started off not having Cade Cunningham, et cetera, et cetera. But listen to me. Listen when I say this. Detroit is not their record by any stretch of the imagination. Not by any stretch of the imagination. They're going to have to develop the players they have. They're going to have to find cohesiveness. They're going to have to run plays that are specific to the talent on their team. And it's probably going to take them more than a season to fully get themselves together. I look at them like, not to the same degree, but like Rockets East. It's just going to take some time. It's not something that they're going to be able to put together right away. But in my mind, Bol Bol, Hamidou Diallo, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, Kelly Olynyk. They got a lot of players, man. Sadiq Bey. I'm forgetting somebody that's very, very important to that entire situation. But the point is, you hear all these names that I'm mentioning. They all can play. Every one of them, and I'm missing a few, including Jeremy Grant, for which I'm assuming they're going to trade and get an asset or two back for. So you got to understand what the Detroit Pistons have put together thus far is a young team that is big. Cade Cunningham is big, and everybody after that is big. So when they do develop, you're going to have to deal with them as such, like Cleveland, like Milwaukee, like some of these other teams with a lot of tall players. You're going to have to deal with them. So make that very clear. They only have 5 wins thus far. I don't expect them to do much. That's a very good thing. Why? Because they're going to get a lottery pick, a very high one. Get themselves a chance to get another super talented kid. So look out for the Detroit Pistons. They are piling up assets, and getting Bol Bol at this value is a home run, y'all. It's a complete home run. Bol Bol is a player, in my mind, who doesn't really have a position. He's a 7-footer who's capable of playing the 2 guard very, very comfortably. He's probably best playing guard because he likes to play the perimeter and he does get out and run. And because he's so tall and long, he can get defensive statistics with ease. He's going to pile up the blocks. He's going to pile up the steals. He can put the ball on the floor. No one at all is going to be able to contest his jump shot. Like a guy like Rasheed Wallace, Kevin Durant, and those type of players, you're not going to guard that. KG and his jump shot, remember those days? You can't guard that. Bol Bol is more than capable of developing into that type of player. He can. There's not a whole lot I don't think this kid can do. He can pass a little bit. Like I said, his handle is way above average for his size and height. And he's just born to play the guard position, but has a body of a power forward in the center. Who's like that? Players that are extraordinary, right? The KDs, the Giannis's, the ADs, the Evan Mobley's, players like that. He's one of them. He just hasn't had the opportunity to show he's one of them because he's been in Denver, and for whatever reason, Denver hasn't seen the light. It's just crazy to me, to be completely honest with you. But everything I've seen from this kid tells me that he's going to be an all-star someday. All he needed was an opportunity to be somewhere else where people actually believed in him and gave him the opportunity to do that. So now I expect that to happen. Depending on how Detroit does things, they're not the greatest in terms of developing players in the past. But right now, we're seeing some good things out of the players that they have. Cade Cunningham's got starting off slow, but you're seeing what he's capable of. He's a triple-double every night, pretty much. It's just going to take a couple seconds, but he, Josh Giddey, players like that, Jalen Suggs, when they fully develop, they're triple-doubles every night. They're going to easily pull out boards, they're going to easily get assists, and they're going to easily get their points. So, like I said, the whole thing about them is their size. They're big. You got guys like Sadiq Bey. Uh, I think a guy by the last name of Lee. He's also on that team. He's a very important piece. Uh, yeah, they just got a lot of good stuff, man. Kelly Olynyk, as I've already mentioned. Isaiah Stewart, of whom I still believe in. He's having a bad season for his standards, but at his best, he can shoot a little bit, and he's blocking shots all day long. So when he gets over his lull of a season, and it looks like he's over the last couple games, he's been pulling down some pretty good boards. I expect him to step back into that unicorn craziness level that I know he's capable of, that he showed glimpses of in his rookie season. So for me to say I'm excited about the Detroit Pistons would be a bit premature, only because they're not going to be able to display any success right away. You know, they're not going to be able to be much better than they've been. But I love the situation that their GM and that their ownership is putting together. That core that it looks like they're going to have, very good. And look, I'm a big fan of Josh Jackson. I know he's now kind of regressed into a role player, but I still believe in what he is when he's healthy. Before he got hurt that last time, and he's been hurt quite a bit, a lot of leg injuries, he started showing him signs of being somebody you can count on scoring the basketball, you know, and because he hasn't been healthy, it's like, kind of iffy. But I haven't forgotten who he was initially supposed to be when he was drafted. He's a defensive stopper, and he's developed some offensive skills. So if he can ever get healthy and ever get in the type of shape that I believe he can get into, he's still somebody you're going to have to deal with in this league. Not going to be the guy he was drafted to be, but I don't think it matters. He still has the type of skill sets that can help a team, and I think he holds some value in this league. So I'm not saying they should chop him, but because of the injury history and because of the other assets that they have, it's an option that they have, and it's a good one to have on tab. So it's like I said, this team is good. It's just not going to be able to show it right away. And picking up Bol Bol made them a lot better. And it gave them somebody who, in theory, can help them with any type of situation they may have running into some of those guys we've been talking about. You know, if they use Bol Bol properly, now you have a small forward, power forward guy who has center type of reach, center type of range, on top of the shot blocking prowess of guys like Isaiah Stewart. On top of the fact that you have dang near a 7-foot point guard running the things who can also block shots himself. Sadiq Bey is a physical guy. You know, they have it. They have it. Kelly Olynyk's been out. That's an all-star caliber player when he's healthy. And it's, you know, we saw that when he was with the Rockets. He can put up big rebounds and stretch the floor quite a bit. So you look at Garza, their third string center, another guy with skills, another guy who can do some things for you. So, you know, I love what Detroit has. There's no question they have a bunch of nice young pieces. It's just going to take some time to put it together. So, yeah, man, they building over there, boy. I know y'all don't see it yet, but Motor City is coming. Give them about 2-3 years. So that's what I got to say, man. Happy for Bol Bol. Very, very happy for Bol Bol. And I encourage the Detroit Pistons to start him sooner than later. just put him somewhere. It doesn't matter. He can play any position. Just throw him out there. And he'll show you. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. My name is BDL44. Thank y'all for watching.